I first thought when Julian asked me to do this could sound like it could be a talk piece. The way I'm saying, I was first asked, I was going to do this, and I was going to do that. I was going to do a talk piece, which I could do. And I thought, no, it would be more interesting to do something that was very contrary to what David Antin's aesthetic is, and a source of actual difference in our aesthetic. Which is that David was against collage in some way, and against parataxis, against the juxtaposition of things without reason. He had very good justification for it, and of course I think that's why he says he's a classicist, because Socrates is not just putting things together in a juxtaposed order to allow some other meaning. And you'll see in some of the slides, I'll kind of do some spoilers. I'll tell you what I'm about to say before it comes up, therefore taking away the very randomness, that for David, parataxis is a little bit like, or metonymy, is a dystopian political gesture which we see most prominently now in Trump's tweets, where he will say fake news, and then anything can be next to it. Fake news, artist space speaker. It doesn't really matter what's next to it. And while that can be funny and interesting, he felt that it created a real attack on the possibility of discourse, complexity, and truthfulness. This was very compelling to me, and certainly the idea of talking was very compelling to me, but at the same time, to some degree, I have fallen into the bad habits of collage. I work with collage, not even montage, and I'm interested in those kinds of juxtapositions. And throughout the time that I knew David and talked to him, this was always the difference, because while for me Antin is a fundamental poet, I think anybody who knows my work can see how much I take from his work, and I'm going to discuss that too. He was not necessarily sympathetic to a whole range of the poetry that I like very much. I think he did like me, and he understood what I was trying to do because I articulated it, but he was not like, I like everything that's good and interesting stuff. He was very much against most poetry activities, not just conventional, but even what one considered to be the kind of poetry I was involved in, because of its reliance on parataxis and collage. So this is a little of my exploring what that could mean and how I understand the talk poems. I take the talk poems in this piece to be the central aspect of his work. He could do other crucial things like the sky poems, but I think the talk poems became, for the latter part of his life anyway, the central activity that he was doing and the most important part of what he was arguing for. First slide, please.